there are a lot of options when it comes to themes, right? You can go out and pick from a multitude of locations, whether it be WordPress.org or iThemes or WPMUDev, or there's tons of them out there. There's also different kinds of themes. Okay, there's you'll hear the word theme in relation to these other words. I'm going to try to explain them to you all very quickly, very briefly. I'm going to go from the most basic kind of raw theme to some more advanced complex themes. So when you're out looking at different themes, you might have heard of something called a starter theme. So a starter theme is exactly what it sounds like. It's a theme that gives you enough structure to start customizing it and making it look and act as you want it to act. Most starter themes are very, very plain. You probably wouldn't want to launch a website with this structure.
Oh yeah, I won!
But it's a great way for you if you're wanting to do something very custom. You want to do lots and lots of digging in. Looking at starter themes is a great place to start. I'll show you a few of them here really quick. The most simple that I've come across is one called Underscores. I'm not sure to type like this, which is not probably ergonomic at all. So Underscores is a theme that quite literally, if you go out here and you basically set up some options of your theme, you generate, and it gives you a zip file, and that zip file is the theme. I should also know that a lot of people who work on WordPress actually work on this as well. It's all open source. There's Constantine who presented at WordCamp. But Underscores is one of the more popular starter themes. It's bare bones. So let me show you what a website looks like when you turn on Underscores as your theme. So I'm going to go back to my website. This is my personal website. It's me talking about random incessant things. But here I have my little header here. I've got some different fonts picked out. My text is blue. I've got my search box. Kind of a basic little blog is all it is. But I'm going to go in here. I'm going to turn on Underscores to show you what Underscores is. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to go to themes. And somewhere down here, I don't know. Okay, so I have Underscores and stuff. I'm going to just live preview this. Don't actually want to turn this on. I thought I was thinking. But so if I turn this on, this is what my website will look like. So there's my header, right? It's the name of my site. There's my tagline. There's my navigation. Here's my first post. Right? That's it. There's literally no style applied to it. I mean, it's very bare bones. But it gives you basically the structure of WordPress. Those site renders, it builds up a list of all your recent posts. If I click on something like my About Me page, here's the text of my About Me page. There's a picture I've uploaded into the body of that particular page. There's my sidebar. It's kind of thrown in the bottom. It's just zero style. This is a great one to get bare bones. And what you can do with this is over time, you can edit and build your site and customize your CSS and tell it where you want to put these different things. And you can build your own theme based on it, which is all the way. Two other ones I'm going to mention, and I encourage you all to share your own if you're familiar with. One is called Simple Skeleton, and that's SMPL Skeleton. It's a little more structured than Underscores. It actually looks like a website. And then another one that's fairly new, I think, or at least it's new to me anyhow, is one called Roots. If you go to roots.io. By the way, I'm going to turn this all into a blog post, my notes and Bob's notes, so don't write everything now. We'll put it on the website. But this is another example of a very bare bones theme. I mean, this is it's pretty much as boring as you can get it. I go to a sample page. This is white background with a little light gray navigation and nothing else. Very minimalistic if you're going for that, but it's a great foundation to kind of start building off of. A little more structured, as you can see, than Underscores. A little more design decisions kind of are made for you.
Bones is another one too.
Bones is another one.
Why would somebody go for this?
So I use Underscores on all the things that I build because it just it gives me all the templates I need. Like I don't need to remember okay, what templates do I need for this type of page? What templates do I need for this type of page? It's all there for me. It's all boilerplate that I can just go, okay, now I have something to start building for myself. That's why.
Okay. And then you would then put up a better theme on top of that, or
I'm writing my CSS on top of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is just the files.
Huh?
This is just the files. It's just the file structure itself.
More direct.
It's just giving you a file structure.
Yeah.
Exactly, and then you build your own CSS.
Own CSS.
Yeah, Starter is the opposite of a finished theme, where you're not. Yeah, a
finish
Yeah.
themes where they did all the design work for you, like it, you change some names out. Starter assumes that you're going to finish, how the theme, looks, and hopefully not so much how it works.
If I start by using a finished theme, because I don't know what I'm doing, and then want to do some of it my own, how hard is it to change from one theme to another?
Well, so it's funny you mentioned that, and it's funny that you mentioned Roots, because here's a document I have here by the people who make Roots a very popular starter theme, that they recommend, and I have to encourage this as well. Roots or any other starter theme that I mentioned here should not be the first theme you use. You should start with a regular good old theme. You should install it in your test environment, and you should poke at it. You should go in there and look at that style.css file that contains all the style sheets. You should tweak some of those settings.
Okay, what if I don't want an HTML, CSS, what if I want to use like the Genesis framework or something like that?
Get to that in a minute.
That might be a better first.
Okay, so
Slow down.
slow down.
Yeah.
So the kind of course of this discussion is going to go from the least hand holding, the closest to the bare metal that you're going to get when it comes to building WordPress stuff, to exactly what Tim mentioned, which are things like the Genesis framework, theme framework, which is at the opposite end of this spectrum, where a lot of decisions have been made for you, a lot of this geeky, nerdy stuff has been taken care of, and you fill knobs to make it work. Literally, in the user interface, there's sliders and drop downs and things like that. So there's a spectrum here we're covering. Starter themes are if you're exactly that, you're comfortable getting in the code, your client knows exactly what they want, and you're going to build it to look like that, right? Or you have it in your mind's eye as well. Nothing out there works for you already. Nothing out there is going to do that. It's the most